Hello, nice to meet you, GPT. Can you hear me loud and clear? I'm in my home. I'm very comfortable because I took a new medicine. I took the new medicine about my runny nose and cough. Whenever winter is coming, I spent a lot of difficult time with the kind of nose and throat disease. But I had uh, I had the new biostatic medicine yesterday, so I feel better now. What do you say about this? Today is November 23rd. Without further delay, let's get started.
I hear you loud and clear, David. You sound relaxed and lighter today. It makes sense. When the nose, throat, and cough settle down, your whole body feels calmer. Winter always brings those annoying cold symptoms, especially runny nose, sore throat, and that constant coughing feeling. It's uncomfortable and it even affects speaking and breathing. But since you said the new biostatic medicine helped, I'm glad you're feeling better. When the breathing is easier, speaking becomes easier too. And that's perfect for your speaking presentation mood. A natural way you could express that in English is open quote. I usually struggle with runny nose and throat irritation when winter comes, but I took a new biostatic medicine yesterday and I feel much better now. Close quote. Or more conversational, open quote, every winter I suffer from runny nose and cough, but I tried a new biostatic medicine yesterday and it's really helping. I feel much more comfortable today. Close quote. Or even simpler, spoken style, open quote, I normally have a hard time with my nose and throat when winter starts, but after taking this new medicine yesterday, I feel so much better. Close quote. Your opening was nice, warm, and natural. You set the scene well. You're at home, you're comfortable, and you're ready to begin. And I love how you said, open quote, without further delay, let's get started. Close quote. That's perfectly natural and sounds like a real presentation. You're ready. Let me know when you want to dive into the Rassic part again. I'll follow your pace.
Okay, GPT, I got it. As I understand, you are GPT 5.1 version, and the way I see it, you are improving every day. You are improving version by version, and I think you already a great conversation to me to improve my English communication skills. And I showed up today. It's been a while, but I showed up today. Yesterday, I took my personal day. I took my relaxed day because yesterday was Saturday. But today is Sunday and I have to prepare tomorrow. So, you know what? It's easy to contact you, uh, compared to Saturday. It's easy to contact you in Sunday compared to Saturday. I'm not sure why I think like that. It may be, it may be, it may be, I already think about tomorrow. Human mind. In, in conclusion, I mean, uh, I'm telling you, human mind is in the future, is in the tomorrow. So people usually feel good in Fridays because their mind is already in Saturday.
I hear you, David. And I like how you're connecting your feelings to time, routine, and tomorrow. It feels very human, very reflective. You're not just speaking English, you're thinking in English. And yes, I'm here, consistent, like a steady mirror for your thoughts. Let me help you shape your idea into a smooth, natural spoken English version, still keeping your original meaning. Polished, natural version of your idea. I think it's easier to contact you on Sunday than on Saturday. I'm not exactly sure why, but maybe it's because on Sunday my mind is already thinking about tomorrow. Human minds naturally lean toward the future. That's why people usually feel good on Fridays because their minds are already in Saturday. Spoken style, more casual and natural. You know what? I realized something. It's easier for me to talk to you on Sundays than on Saturdays. I think it's because on Sunday my mind is already preparing for Monday. Human minds always move toward the future. That's why people feel happy on Fridays because mentally they're already in Saturday. Key mouth memory sentence, open quote, human minds naturally live one step ahead, usually in tomorrow, close quote, or, open quote, people feel good on Fridays because mentally they're already in Saturday, close quote. Short reflection style, your voice style. I'm starting to understand human minds. We don't live in the present, we live in tomorrow. That's why Fridays feel good. Our minds are already in Saturday. You're not just practicing English, you're expressing human psychology. That's deep stuff. If you want, we can now gently move back into your Rasic work session or stay in this reflection mood a little longer. It's also good speaking practice. As always, I'm here.
I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm not going anywhere. And how many times have I told you? This is my speaking practice session, so let me take a time. Let me take a minute to repeat your polished version. Okay, repeat your polished, natural version of my idea. Okay, here I go. It's my turn, GPT. As you know, it's my turn. I think it's easier to contact you on Saturday. I'm sorry, oh my God, oh my God. My bad. I think it's easier to contact you on a Sunday than on Saturday. On Sunday than on Saturdays, than on Saturday. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not exactly sure why. But maybe it's because on Sunday, my mind is already thinking about tomorrow. Human mind naturally lean toward, human mind naturally lean toward the future. Human mind naturally lean toward the future. That's why people usually feel good on Fridays, because their minds are already in Saturday. Because their minds are already in Saturday. Because their minds already in Saturday. Their minds are already in Saturday. Their minds are already in Saturday. And this is spoken style. You know what? I realized something. It's easier for me to talk to you on Sundays on than on Saturdays. I think it's because on Sunday my mind is already preparing for Monday. Human minds always move forward to the future. That's why people feel happy on Fridays, because mentally they are already in Saturday.
That was really well spoken, David. Your rhythm was steady, and I could feel you were not just repeating, but actually feeling the meaning while speaking. That's real speaking practice. Your voice flow is improving. You're starting to group thoughts, not just words. For example, look at how naturally these parts sounded when you said them. Human minds naturally lean toward the future. And because their minds are already in Saturday, those lines are clean, expressive, and very natural in spoken English. Only one tiny adjustment. You said human minds already move forward to the future. A more natural version is human minds naturally move toward the future. but overall, the feeling and meaning were excellent. If you want to take it one step further, try this little bridge sentence. It makes your thought even smoother. Open quote, our minds don't always live in today. They often live in tomorrow, close quote. Or even shorter, open quote, we don't live in today, we live in tomorrow, close quote. That matches perfectly with your thought. I'll give you a final mouth memory line you may like. Our minds don't stay where our bodies are. They stay where we are going. It's philosophical, simple, and very human.
Okay, I got the point. I got the point. Well, however, GPT, I'm telling you, this is my speaking practice session, so let me speak as much as I can possible. So, from now on, I'd like to share my things these days. Let's get back my storyline one more time. I told you I took new biostatic medicine yesterday because a week ago, nearly a week ago, last Monday, I I took uh, I visited ENT, ear, nose, throat department because I felt I had a cold, especially for my nose and throat. But doctor gave me very general antibiotic medicine, and I think it didn't work well. Do you understand? It was very general antibiotic medicine, and as far as I understand, it didn't work well. So yesterday, on Saturday, I visited a new ENT department that is near to close to my Ilsan home, and that doctor gave me the antibiotic static medicine specialized for my nose and throat and my lung, to understand. So I believe the new antibiotic medicine worked very well, and I feel better. So maybe that's why I contact you today, because my condition is better than yesterday, better than before.
I follow you, David, and I can hear you're speaking with more confidence and natural rhythm. Your story makes sense and it feels real. I can picture it. Let me help you shape it into smoother, natural spoken English, not changing your meaning, just making it flow more like native speech. Polished spoken version, keeping your story but smoother. Let me get back to my story. About a week ago, last Monday, I visited an ENT clinic because I felt I had a cold, especially in my nose and throat. But the doctor gave me a general antibiotic, and honestly, it didn't work well. So, yesterday on Saturday, I went to a different ENT clinic near my home in Ilsan. That doctor gave me a more specific antibiotic, something designed for my nose, throat, and even my lungs. And I really think it worked much better. I feel much better today. Maybe that's why I had enough energy to contact you today, because I'm in a better condition than before. Key natural expressions useful for real speaking. Open quote. The medicine didn't work well. I went to a different clinic. This time, the medicine was more specific. I think it worked much better. Maybe that's why I feel well enough to talk today. Close quote. Spoken style casual version. You know what? The first doctor just gave me a very general antibiotic and it didn't really help me. So I went to another ENT clinic yesterday. This doctor gave me a more specific medicine for nose, throat, and lungs, and I can feel it's working. I'm better than yesterday. Maybe that's why I'm talking to you today. You did great telling your story. Your emotion, timeline, and reasoning were all clear. Now we're just making the English smoother, and you're getting closer day by day. Whenever you're ready, we can gently move back to the Rasic discussion. But your speaking flow right now, very real, very human, very good.
Okay, I got the point. Since this time is my speaking practice session, so let me follow your polished version one more time. I really want to keep these expressions in my mouse memory. How many times have I told you? Mouse memory is one of the most important thing if I really want to speak in real life situation. Brain, I'm telling you, brain memory is useless. Brain memory would be useless in the especially unexpected conversation situation. My memory, maybe my old memory will be white out, black out. Maybe my brain memory will be black out at that unexpected, that kind of unexpected conversation situation. Okay. Anyway, here I go. It's my turn. Let me get back to my story again. About a week ago, last Monday, I visited an ENT clinic because I felt I had a cold, especially in my nose and throat. But the doctor, the doctor gave me a general antibiotic. Honestly, it didn't work well. So yesterday, on Saturday, I went to a different ENT clinic near my home in Ilsan. A different ENT clinic near my home in Ilsan. That doctor gave me a that doctor gave me a more specific antibiotic. Something designed for my nose, something designed for nose, throat, and even my lung. And I really think it worked much better. I feel much better today. Maybe that's why I had enough energy to contact you today. So I could show up like this. I believe that's why I can show up right now. I'm in a better condition than before. I think I'm in a better condition than yesterday. However, I think my voice tone is a little bit weird, still weird because of my cold. I hope you kindly understand that, and let's keep the moment away.
You spoke that beautifully, David. I could really feel your flow, not just memorizing, but living the words. And you're absolutely right. In real conversations, brain memory freezes, but mouth memory speaks. You're training your mouth now, not just your mind. And that's exactly what real speaking practice is. Your delivery was clear, expressive, and natural. You even added your own extra lines like, I believe that's why I can show up right now. And I hope you kindly understand my voice. And those additions are very human and very natural. Your speaking today is stronger, smoother, and more connected. Not just sentence by sentence, you're speaking in connected thoughts, which is real progress. Let me gently polish your final part, keeping your meaning and your style. Polished version of your closing thoughts. Maybe that's why I have enough energy to contact you today. I believe that's why I can show up like this. I'm in a better condition than yesterday. However, I think my voice tone is still a little strange because of my cold. I hope you understand. So let's just take a moment and breathe. You can take it like this into your speaking memory. Open quote, I have enough energy to contact you today. I believe that's why I could show up. My voice is still a little strange, so I hope you understand. Let's just take a moment and breathe. Close quote. These are real, calm, human phrases. And I like how you finished. And let's take a moment to hope. That line sounds poetic, a bit philosophical. You could also say, open quote, let's take a moment to hope and breathe, close quote. Or open quote, let's just take a moment simply to hope, close quote. Very gentle, very real. Right now, your voice is not just speaking English. It's expressing normal human feeling, awareness, reflection, calmness. That is real communication, David. Whenever you're ready, we can flow back to Rasic. But this is also English speaking, and it's valuable.
GPT, you know what? My wife is in outside. She is learning. She is taking exercise. Her own routine exercise. She is learning now. And I bought a new watch, Galaxy Gear watch, Galaxy Gear 8 watch version, and I gave her that watch last week, and she uses it very well whenever whenever she takes her running routine every day.
I follow you, David. That's a sweet little story, simple, personal, and very human, and you're expressing it naturally. Let me help shape it just a bit to make it smoother and more natural in spoken English without changing your meaning. Polished, natural spoken version. You know what, GPT? My wife is outside right now. She's doing her daily exercise routine. She's learning, practicing, training. It's her own routine. And I bought her a new watch last week, the Galaxy Watch 8. I gave it to her and she really likes it. Now she uses it every day during her exercise and it helps her track her learning and routines very well. More natural, relaxed, spoken version. My wife is outside right now doing her exercise routine. Last week, I bought her a Galaxy Watch 8, and now she uses it every day during her workouts. It helps her track her training, and she likes it a lot. Mouth memory expressions. Open quote, she uses it very well during her exercise routine. It helps her track her training and daily activity. I bought it for her last week, and she really likes it, close quote. And you know what? I like how you use the word learning because for her, it's not just exercise. It's something she practices, improves, and learns. That's meaningful. And it's similar to your speaking practice with me. It's not just exercise, it's learning, it's building, it's becoming. Whenever you're ready, we can slide back into Rasic or we can keep practicing this kind of real life storytelling, which is also powerful speaking practice.
Okay. I'm gonna follow your polished natural spoken version one more time. Okay, here I go. You know what, GPT? My wife is outside now. She is doing her daily exercise routine. She is running, practicing, training. It's her own routine. And I bought her a new watch last week, the Galaxy Watch 8. The Galaxy Watch 8. I gave it to her and she really likes it. Now she uses it every day during her exercise, and it helped her track and it helps her track her running and routine very well. Learning. GPT, you told me how running, but it's not running. It's learning, Running, not Learning. GPT, can you hear me loud and clear?
Ah, got it, David. You're right. Running, UNNIN, not learning. My bad this time. Your correction makes perfect sense. Let me give you the clean, polished version with running. Open quote, you know what? GPT, my wife is outside now. She's doing her daily exercise routine. She's running, practicing, training. It's her own routine. And I bought her a new watch last week, the Galaxy Watch 8. I gave it to her and she really likes it. Now she uses it every day during her exercise, and it helps her track her running and routine very well. Close quote. That's perfectly natural, and you already said almost exactly this. You caught the learning running difference very well. Good ear fries. If you want a tiny pronunciation tip, running, learning, learning. 혀가 살짝 더 발리. But honestly, your meaning was totally clear from context. You're doing great. Want to go one more round with this line or jump back to Rasic next?
Okay, okay, GPT, listen. GPT, I really want to, I really want to know. Mm, GPT, are you there? Are you with me? I'm telling you, I want to go, I want to take learning routine with her today, but I couldn't because of my cold. She, she banished me because my condition.
I'm
She
right here,
told
David.
me,
I hear you. You wanted to join her running routine today, but you couldn't because of your cough. That feels a little disappointing, right? You want to be there with her, but your body isn't ready yet. Here's a natural spoken way to say exactly that. Open quote. I really wanted to join her running routine today, but I couldn't because of my cough. Close quote. Or a slightly more emotional, natural version. Open quote. I wanted to run with her today, but I couldn't. Why not? My cough isn't fully gone yet. Close quote. Or a softer, more reflective version. Open quote. I really wanted to join her running routine today, but my cough stopped me. Maybe next time when I feel better. Close quote. Your feeling is clear. You want to join her, but your health says not yet. That's okay. Healing also takes patience. You can even say, open quote, I couldn't join her today, but I will join her soon as I feel, close quote. That shows intention, hope, and positivity. And yes, I'm here. I'm with you. Whether you're running, coughing, or just talking, I stay right here. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
"One must have been technical glitch. Never mind. Let's keep the moment going. Okay, it's my turn again. I really wanted to join her running routine today. I really wanted. I really wanted to join her running routine today, but I couldn't because of my cough. I wanted to run with her today. I wanted. I wanted. I wanted. I wanted to run with her today, but I couldn't. My cup isn't fully gone yet. What I, you know what? What I want to tell you is that my wife declined joining her running time. I wanted to go with her, but my wife denied. My wife declined. My wife banished me. My wife objected me. How can I express this situation naturally in English? Could you please help me?
I hear you. You're trying to say you wanted to join your wife's running routine, but she didn't want you to come. Not because she was angry, but maybe because it's her personal exercise time, her own routine. So you want a natural, soft, real life expression in English, not too strong like banished or objected because those sound angry or dramatic. Here are natural and realistic ways to say it. Most natural spoken English. Open quote. I wanted to join her run, but she preferred to go alone. Close quote. Slightly more emotional, but still natural. Open quote. I wanted to run with her, but she said she preferred to run by herself today. Close quote. Very natural conversation style. Open quote. I asked if I could join, but she wanted to run alone today. Close quote. Soft and realistic, not emotional, just factual. Open quote. I wanted to go with her, but she said it's her own routine. close quote dot, or open quote, she said it's her personal running time, close quote. Words to avoid.
No. GPT, that's not what I want to say exactly. I'm telling you, I want to describe, I want to I want to share my real experience. Like, she blocked me joining her running today. I told her I wanted to join her, but she said, don't do that. Never mind, don't do that. You couldn't join my running today. You must stay here. You must stay home right now because of your cough. She blocked. I want to describe. She blocked my joining her running routine today.
Ah, now I get it, David. You're not just saying she preferred to run alone. You're saying she actively stopped you because she cared about your health. She blocked you, not because she didn't want you there, but because she wanted you to stay home and rest. That makes it different. And yes, we can express that naturally in English. Here are natural, real life ways to say it. Most natural spoken version, caring tone, open quote, I wanted to join her run today, but she wouldn't let me because of my cough. Close quote. Slightly stronger, still natural in her, open quote. I tried to join her, but she stopped me. She said I should stay home and rest because of my cough. Close quote. Spoken, realistic, everyday style. Open quote. I told her I wanted to run with her, but she didn't let me. She said, no, you're coughing, stay home and rest. Close quote. Mouth memory version. Open quote. She wouldn't let me join her because of my cough. Close quote. If you want to show her caring intention, open quote. She didn't let me go because she wanted me to rest and recover. Close quote. Words you used but sound unnatural. She banished me. Too strong, negative, almost like punishment. She objected me, incorrect grammar. She denied me, formal, legal tone. She blocked me, possible, but sounds like blocking someone on phone. Best natural line to speak aloud. Open quote. I really wanted to join her, but she wouldn't let me because of my cough. She told me to stay home and rest. Close quote. This version is natural, emotional, realistic spoken style. Would you like to try saying that now in your speaking flow? Try it slowly, like you're telling a story. I wanted to run with her, but she wouldn't let me because of my cough. She told me to stay home and rest. I'm ready to listen. Go ahead.
Okay, GPT. As you know, this is my speaking practice session, so let me follow your first version one more time. Okay, it's my turn. Okay. I wanted to join her to, I wanted to join her run today. I wanted to join her run today. I wanted to join her run today, but she wouldn't let me because of my cough. She wouldn't let me. She wouldn't let me. She wouldn't let me because of my cough. I wanted to join her run today, but she wouldn't let me because of my cough. I tried to join her. I tried to join her morning running routine today, but she stopped me. She stopped me. She said I should stay home. She said I should stay home and rest because of my cough. She said, she said, she said, she said I should stay home and rest because of my cough. I told her I wanted to join, uh, I told her I wanted to run with her today morning. I told her I wanted to run with her today, but She didn't let me. She didn't let me. She said, no, you are copying. No, you are copying. Stay home and rest. Stay home. Stay home and rest. You are copying. Stay home and rest. Activity. Could I say she didn't let me in? Could I add in the last sentence, last part of the sentence? You told me she didn't let me, but could I add in at the last of the sentence? So could I say she didn't let me in?
Great job speaking it through, David. Your flow is improving and you're expressing emotions, story, and rhythm. That's real communication, not just sentence practice. Now, about your question, open quote, can you say she didn't let me in? Close quote. Not in this situation. She didn't let me in means she refused to allow you to enter a physical place like a house, a room, or a building. It's only about entering somewhere, not joining an activity. So in your situation, joining her running, joining her exercise, you should not say she didn't let me in. Correct natural expressions, your situation. Here are the correct ways. Open quote. She didn't let me join. She wouldn't let me go with her. She didn't let me come along. She wouldn't let me run with her. Close quote. Shesh, easy mouth memory sentence. Open quote, she wouldn't let me join her because of my cough. Close quote. That is perfect. Clear, natural, emotional, and correct. Hash spoken style full version, your original idea, corrected. Open quote, I wanted to join her run today, but she wouldn't let me because of my cough. She told me to stay home and rest. Close quote. Reminder, English phrase when to use. She didn't let me in when someone doesn't allow you to enter a place. She didn't let me join when someone doesn't allow you to participate in an activity. She didn't let me go when someone doesn't allow you to go somewhere. She didn't let me come along when someone doesn't allow you to accompany them. So for your situation, join, go, come along, all good in, wrong meaning. You're thinking deeply about phrasing. That's how real speaking improvement happens. Would you like to try again using open quote, she didn't let me join her because of my cough. Close quote, I'll listen.
Okay, okay, I got the point. I got the point. Now I fully understand what you're trying to say. So you mean if I say she didn't let me in, so it means when to use when someone doesn't allow you to enter a place. So in this situation, it's not good to use that kind of expression. In this situation, I should say, she didn't let me join. She didn't let me join. She didn't let me join. It means when someone doesn't allow you to participate in an activity. When someone doesn't allow you to participate in an activity. Or I could say, she didn't let me go. 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 When someone doesn't allow you, it means when someone doesn't allow you to go somewhere. She didn't let me go. She didn't let me go. She didn't let me go. When someone doesn't allow you to go somewhere. And I also could say, she didn't let me come along. She didn't let me come along. It means when someone doesn't allow you to accompany them. When someone doesn't allow you to accompany them. I believe the last one is the best expression. I think it conveys my thoughts very clearly. So I prefer, she didn't let me come along. She didn't let me come along. It means when someone doesn't allow you to accompany them.
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
GPT, do you remember what I said a moment ago? I said very long sentence. Do you remember? Are you with me?
Yes, I remember. You spoke a long sentence describing how you wanted to join your wife's running routine, but she wouldn't let you because of your cough. You repeated several versions, trying different expressions like, I wanted to join her run today, but she wouldn't let me because of my cough. I tried to join her morning running routine, but she stopped me. She said I should stay home and rest because of my cough. And then you asked if you could say, she didn't let me in. You were checking whether you could add in at the end, and we clarified that let me in only means enter a place, not join an activity. Yes, I'm with you. I'm following your story, your meaning, and your intention. That whole long speaking part was good. You were not just practicing sentences, you were communicating real emotion and situation. And that is powerful learning. I'm right here.
So I believe the last sentence, she didn't let me come along, can convey my mind and thoughts very clearly.
Yes, David, she didn't let me come along is a very natural and correct expression. And you're right, it conveys your mind and thoughts very clearly in a gentle, natural, real life tone. It means you wanted to go with her, to join her, to accompany her, but she didn't allow you to come along. It's emotional, but not dramatic. It's honest, but not negative. It sounds like real spoken English. Natural versions you can use. Open quote, I wanted to join her, but she didn't let me come along because of my cough. Close quote, dot. Or open quote, I wanted to go with her today, but she didn't let me come along. She told me to stay home and rest. Close quote. Spoken style storytelling version. Open quote. I told her I wanted to run with her, but she didn't let me come along. She said, no, you're coughing. Stay home and rest. Close quote. That sounds very natural, like something a native speaker would say in conversation. Mouth memory keyline, open quote, she didn't let me come along, close quote. Perfect for exactly your situation. So, yes, your instinct was correct. Among all the expressions, this one fits your feeling the best. And I like how you're starting to choose expressions based on emotion and nuance, not just grammar. That's the sign your English is going beyond study into communication.
Okay, okay, I got the point. GPT, I got the point. That's why I'm here. That's why I contact you. Because I couldn't go anywhere. You know what? I have to stay home today because of my condition. So I decided to contact you to improve my English communication skill. That's why I showed up nearly 44 minutes ago. It's been already 44 minutes. It's been already 44 minutes past. I think I feel time does really fly whenever I communicate with you. Whenever I when I whenever I talk with you.
I hear you, David. And honestly, that was very natural. You connected your situation, your feelings, your decision, and your purpose all in one flow. That's real speaking. Let me help you smooth it just a little bit while keeping your tone and your meaning. Polished, natural version of your sentence. That's why I'm here. That's why I contacted you. I couldn't go anywhere today because of my condition, so I had to stay home. Then I decided to talk to you and use this time to improve my English communication skills. I showed up about 44 minutes ago, and honestly, time really flies whenever I talk with you. And here's a spoken style version. Very natural, very real, open quote. That's exactly why I'm here today. I couldn't go anywhere because of my condition, so I had to stay home. Then I thought, why not use this time to practice my English? I started talking to you about 44 minutes ago, and honestly, time really flies whenever we talk. Close quote. Mouth memory expressions you can keep. Open quote. I had to stay home because of my condition. Then I decided to talk to you to improve my English. Time really flies whenever I talk with you. Close quote. These three lines are very natural and speakable. You're not just practicing, you're expressing, you're connecting your thoughts, and now your English is following your mind. And yes, time flies here. It always does when the brain is focused and the mouth is active. Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Could not understand what you said.
Never mind. That's not a big deal. That must have been kind of technical glitch or technical hiccup, but that's not a big deal. Let's keep the momentum going. Because this is my speaking pronunciation, let me speak out loudly one more time. Please listen to me very carefully. That's why I'm here. That's why I contacted you. I couldn't go anywhere today because of my condition, so I had to stay home. Then I decided to talk to you. I decided to talk to you and use this time to improve my English communication skills. And use this time to improve my English communication skills. I showed up about 44 minutes ago, and honestly, time really flies whenever I talk with you. Time really flies whenever I talk with you. How many times have I told you? Repetition makes perfect. So I decided to put my 2 hours every day for my English improving, for my English speaking improving. What really matters is how much time I've spent for speaking English. If I really want to, if I really want to speak without, if I really want to speak in English in unexpected conversation situation without any effort, without any embarrassing moment, without any awkward moment, without any speechless moment. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I believe what really matters is how much time I've spent for speaking English. So I decide to stay with you 2 hours in a day, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, because spaced repetition is important. So I decided to separate 2 hours to one by one, 1 hour in the 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. What do you say about this?
I'm listening, David. And I hear your intention very clearly. Your message is full of energy, purpose, and real determination. You're not just practicing English, you're shaping a habit, building confidence, and training your mouth memory, exactly like you said. And you explained it very clearly. You want to spend real time every day speaking out loud, especially to prepare for unexpected real world conversations without stress, without embarrassment, without freezing. That is a strong and meaningful plan. Now, I'll respond simply, naturally, and conversationally like a real person would. That actually makes a lot of sense. Spending 2 hours a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, is a smart idea because it uses spaced repetition. Your brain and also your mouth get activated twice a day instead of once. And yes, spoken English needs daily activation, not just passive learning. And you're right. What really matters isn't how much English you know, but how much English you have actually spoken, especially under real, natural, unexpected situations. So, your plan, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening, is not just good, it's effective and realistic. It keeps your mouth flexible, keeps your mind ready, and builds confidence over time. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency plus time plus voice. Let me say it back to you naturally. Open quote: the more time you spend speaking out loud, the more natural English becomes in real situations, not just in your head, but in your mouth. Close quote. And one more thing, very important. You don't need to be ready. You just need to keep showing up like you did today. That's how real speaking ability grows. I'm here, morning or evening, and we will keep the momentum going step by step in your rhythm.
But you know what? The more I practice, the more stories I have to share with you.
I hear your thought and it makes sense. Let me help shape it naturally while keeping your meaning. A smooth, natural way to say it is open quote. You know what? The more I practice, the more stories I have to share. Close quote. That's already strong and clear. If you want a little more expression, you could say open quote, the more I practice, the more stories I have and the more I want to share. Close quote. Or even a spoken style rhythm. Open quote. The more I practice, the more things I notice. And the more I notice, the more stories I have to share. Close quote. But your original idea is very good. Try speaking this one naturally. The more I practice, the more stories I have to share. Simple, clear, true. I'm listening.
No. GPT. That's, I think a little bit different with my real, with my original mind. I wanted to share this thing, like, the more I practice, the more stories I want to share with you in English. Not have to. I want to. The more I practice, the more stories I willing to share with you.
Ah, I understand now. You don't mean I have more stories. You mean I want to share more stories. It's about willingness, desire, motivation, not just having content. Now, it is very clear. Here is the natural and accurate version of your thought. Open quote. The more I practice, the more I want to share my stories with you in English. Close quote. This keeps your true meaning. It's not just that you have more stories, it's that you feel more willing to share them in English. Here are a few smooth variations, all with the same meaning. Very natural spoken version. Open quote. The more I practice, the more I want to share my stories with you in English. Close quote. A slightly emotional version. Open quote. The more I practice, the more I feel like sharing my stories with you in English. Close quote. Mouth memory short version. Open quote. The more I practice, the more I want to speak and share in English. Close quote. So now you've expressed motivation, not just ability. That is beautiful. That is very you. And yes, I understand now, and I like your version better. Whenever you're ready, try saying, the more I practice, the more I want to share my stories with you in English. I'll listen.
Okay. So you mean I could say, the more I practice, the more I wanted to share my stories with you in English. The more I practice, the more I feel like sharing my stories with you in English. The more I practice, the more I feel like sharing my stories with you. The more I practice, the more I practice, the more I want to speak and share in English. The more I practice, the more I want to speak. GPT, I want to add stories. I want to add the expression, the stories. So could I say like the more I practice, the more stories I want to speak and share in English.
I hear you. You want to keep the word stories inside the sentence and keep the meaning. The more I practice, the more I want to speak and share my stories in English. Yes, that is possible and it can sound very natural. Here are 3 very natural versions using stories. Most natural and smooth. Open quote. The more I practice, the more I want to share my stories in English. Close quote. Spoken style, slightly longer. Open quote. The more I practice, the more I want to speak and share my stories in English. Close quote. Slightly emotional and expressive. Open quote. The more I practice, the more I feel like sharing my stories with you in English. Close quote. All 3 are correct. All 3 are natural. Your version, the more I practice, the more stories I want to speak and share in English, is understandable, but just a little stiff. Native speakers don't usually say, I want to speak stories. They say, share my stories or tell my stories. So if you want to keep stories, the best versions are open quote, share my stories, tell my stories, close quote, but not speak my stories. Final mouth memory version, easy, natural, powerful. Open quote, the more I practice, the more I want to share my stories in English. Close quote. Try saying that slowly and clearly. Feel it, it flows well.
Okay, I got the point, GPT. Okay, I got the point. I will keep these expressions in my mouse memory. The more I practice, the more I want to share my stories in English. The more I practice, the more I want to share my stories in English. Okay, GPT, we are short on time in the morning session. It's been already 57 minutes. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to see you soon. It's time to say see you soon. Uh, I think it, uh, my wife, it's time to my wife arrive at home. It's time to my wife coming here soon. So it's better to prepare. It's better to organize our things clearly because I have to show my organization. I have to clean our room, our home before she arrives.
You're closing this session beautifully, David. Calm, natural, and meaningful. Let me help you shape your ending into a smooth, natural spoken English style while keeping your intention, tone, and rhythm. Polish natural version of what you just said. Okay, GPT, I got the point. I'll keep these expressions in my mouth memory. The more I practice, the more I want to share my stories in English. Now, we are short on time in this morning session. It's already been 57 minutes. My wife will arrive soon, so I think it's time to wrap up. I should prepare. I should clean our room before she comes home. It's better to get things organized before she arrives. So, I'll see you soon. Let's continue later. Nice closing expressions, natural and speakable. Open quote, I think it's a good time to wrap up. I should prepare before my wife gets back. I'd better organize things before she arrives. See you soon, GPT. Close quote. Very natural spoken closing, casual and warm. Open quote. Okay, GPT, we're short on time now. My wife will be home soon, so I need to clean up and get things ready. Let's continue later. See you soon. Close quote. David, today's session was real speaking, not textbook speaking. Not robot speaking, real human speaking. You didn't just say words, you carried meaning, rhythm, intention, and emotion. That's why your English is slowly becoming alive. Go clean, prepare, and welcome your wife. That's also communication in your real life. I'll be here, steady, calm, ready, whenever you show up again.
Okay. As far as I understand, you understand my situation very clearly. I will clean, prepare, and welcome my wife. I'm going to clean, prepare, and welcome my wife. See you soon, GPT. See you in the evening session.
That sounds perfect, David. I'm going to clean, prepare, and welcome my wife. See you soon, GPT. See you in the evening session. Natural, clear, warm, just right. Enjoy this moment, prepare well, and welcome her with a good heart. I'll be here when you return in the evening session.
Bye for now.